At this point, I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Jeff, who is a PhD student and a research assistant all the way from Kuala Lumpur. He currently works at the University of Malaya, and we are privileged to be having with us a Toastmaster who has been a Toastmaster for 6 years to deliver his speech titled, When I Was My Age. When I Was My Age, Toastmaster Jeff.
Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, today I do not want to say something about myself. Rather, I want to say something when I was at a certain age. And definitely, as I speak to all of you here today, especially in during this night, I do not want anyone else to look at me, staring at me in the middle of the night, especially my mother. Because this is a story that relates between me and my mom when I was younger. Back then, when I was about 8 to 10 years old, I do have very interesting habits of staying up late at night. I'm not a night owl. I repeat, I'm not a night owl. In fact, my parents used to ask me to sleep as early as 8 at night or even 9 at night just to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. Right? I was an early bird. Right? Each and every day, I woke up about 4:30 to 5 in the morning, take the bus around 5:30 in the morning just to reach the school around 6:30. And something actually happens when I was 8 to 10 years old. When 8 to 10 years old, that is where a very popular game known as Pokemon comes out. You and me, and even all of us, if you have experienced the game back then when you was a kid, you'll be super obsessed to it. And you can see some of us might even have a plush around us, you might not know, right? Some of us may have obsessed until like we want to hug that animal or even try to adore the animal to the sense. My case, however, was a bit different. I actually persuaded my mom to actually bought the game when I was 10 years old. I managed to got it, right? What happens after that is very, very interesting. Every night since then, I was sleeping myself in the middle of the night, trying to slow down my voice, slow down my volume, turn on the game, and I just play my games very quietly in the middle of the night. And it's not just 1 hour or even 90 minutes. It can be as long as 2 to 3 hours. There was once, while I was playing the game, my mom suddenly opens the door, but I was prepared. I have a blanket and a pillow, everything in standby. All for this concerted moment to conceal myself from actually being discovered of playing the game. So the moment it creaks, the sound the door opens, I immediately gush back and slap with the Game Boy, putting one side strategically behind a blanket in which it was being covered by my leg, in which it's being covered by my pillow, and I was just like lying down like that. My mom did not notice at all. She looked at me walking around the bed for like 2 minutes, and then she left the room. The door closed, and I woke up again, and I just keep on playing and playing again. Right? So there goes my obsession with the game itself back then when I was a kid. Of course, right now I do not have that obsession, but definitely those are not 1 or 2 rare incidences. In fact, it happened several times, not only in just that one particular game, every new game that comes in right after that. When I was so excited to play those games, my eyes were so burning with fire to the point that I said, I must finish the game. I must play this game. So I was so excited, and I always hide myself between that 1 to 2 hours playing the game. And guess what? Each and every time it was caught, nobody caught me. Until that one night when I was almost about to sleep, and I don't know why, somehow my mom noticed me playing the game. And what she did was, I was lying down as usual position. Perhaps she may have realized the position has been the same for all those years, right? So one day, she just swiped through the blanket and she noticed the game as well as the cartridges beside it. And then she asked me, do you play the game again at night? Yes, mom. Yes, mom, I'm still playing the game. I look at her in the very pitiful eyes, begging for her so that she can just let me go and I can just sleep peacefully after that. She told me, please do not play the game at night. You can play anytime, but just not at night because you need to sleep and wake up in the morning. I have to comply because I already been caught. So ever since then, I tried my best. I tried my best not to being caught, but at the same time, comply as much as I can with my mom so that I will not be too tired when I wake up in the morning. And at the same time, try not to be over obsessed with my game as well. Because I know if I did it again, she would definitely going to take my games away and I will not be able to actually play those games. Right. So ladies and gentlemen, when you feel that you're excited the most when you were your age, right? When I was my age, there are a lot of funny things that has been happening around my life. But I do appreciate my parents that always guiding me so that he or she can guide me to be the best person that I can be. And I'm grateful for that. Sometimes I do have those antics, like hiding behind the blanket just to play some games or even to scroll through my phones. But that's life. This is how we actually grow up. And until we actually notice the fact that there are things that we can improve ourselves, there is no way that we can actually endure through this journey without our parents. And definitely, without them, I will not be where I am today. I will not be enjoying my leisure time as well as my games as well. And for your information, I still play the game Pokemon as well. It's just that I'm not that over obsessed until I play 24 hours 7. Right? I just playing when I'm free and with a control manner. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have something very obsessive that you want to do it in a control manner, but at the same time, appreciate your parents and friends that really guide you along the way. Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jeff. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing your story with us. I've always known not to trust people that look too innocent. They always have some mischief underneath. But thank you for sharing your story.